know how many people that would affect it? That would affected me because that's what woke me up. It's like a rippling effect. So yeah, we have to stay at it, brother. So keep giving them that knowledge, man. Keep giving them that knowledge. You know, any
Fair comment.
anything else, Sister Takia?
I have one more question, and I'm going to hang up as soon as ask it. The question is, Zaire, what do you feel as though we need to do in the community to help you all, the youth?
Mm. Like, bring it back like the 80s and 90s. A community, everybody stick together. Not everybody splitting apart or criticizing one person do what he do. That's like the Asians. Like when they come over, they build a store, bang. They get everybody who in their circle first right. They bring 5 more over. Then they expand. So that's what we need to do as a community, get like that. Or as black people. Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Sister Takia?
Make sure you hung up.
Okay. All right. Mine's going up. Hour power. Yes. Who's calling?
Hi, this is Arletta Riviera. I'm calling Arletta Riviera.
Yes.
I just wanted to make a comment that it does take a village to raise kids.
Definitely.
So we as a community need to join together and support our youth. This
Right. No doubt about that. I think everyone can agree on that point. It can't just be one person or one group. We all have to do it together. If everyone does a little, no one has to do a lot. That's always my motto.
That's true.
Indeed.
That's true. That's definitely true. Because we are losing our youth today in all this rigmaroles.
Right.
They've taken everything from them,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not giving anything back to them.
Right. Well, it's some people here in the local area. It's trying to bring it back. You know, I mentioned them earlier, Dominic and Brother Diaz, and then we have some youth groups there. So if you know of any youth that needs some guidance, we have the Vonnie Grimes Gym, and then I was just at a meeting for 459 West King, which is going to be called the Championship Center. I might have an opportunity to have our group both places, but I need volunteers to do it. And on my videos that I've been doing, I've been making a point. I hope I don't step on any toes, but it's the truth. Starting in September, a lot of black men take on a new religion called the NFL. It is too many brothers watching hours and hours of football and not pouring into the community. From Saturday morning, which is college football, Sunday, you ain't going to get nothing out of a brother because the NFL, and then Monday. So really, it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Most black men is glued in front of the TV. Now, I like football, but it's a temporary escape from reality because I work so hard during the week. But that we can't blame that on white people. I mean, they supply the.
No, you can't blame that on white people. What you got to do is it's society itself. They gear everybody up to this. Okay, they gotta pay their athletes, so they want you to watch their TV shows so they can get paid.
Right.
Okay, so they have everything geared up to. How do I want to put it? They got everything geared away from you supporting your own children. They want you to support them.
It's a
They
distraction.
want you to support their athletes. They want you to go out here and pay for dollars or crazy dollars for sneakers that doesn't make sense when it only costs you 25 cents or 30 cents to make a pair of sneakers, and they want to charge you $200 to buy, where knowing good well that these kids and their parents cannot afford this kind of stuff.
Right.
Now, what does that create? crime, because somebody got to go out here and try to get this stuff for these kids. So now we got crime going on.
Remember, they was killing people over Jordans back in the 80s when they first came out.
In the early 90s,
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So, you know, I mean, if the athletes, if the companies would look at that, what's going on, they don't care about our kids. They don't care about that. Only thing they're worried about is making that money.
Right.
You know, so if they were worried about our children, the prices wouldn't be that high. Because it doesn't cost that much to make these shoes. It doesn't cost that much to make these clothing that they're selling for these high prices. It doesn't cost that much. They want to double their prices, triple their price, you know, at our expense. But you know who gets it? The main thing is we as adults need to start telling our kids, I'm not paying that money for that price. I'm not paying that. No, I don't care who got it. I'm not paying it. And then the prices will go down if we unite as a group. Until that, everything's going to keep staying sky high.
And also another aspect of personal responsibility has to be on parents teaching their children basic empathy and respect. There are third world countries where people, because with me being Muslim, I have a lot of connections with people from other countries. And I know of people in Africa that have to walk 50 miles every morning just to get a clean drink of water. And then when they get there, they need to use a siphon to put in the water so they can filter out the impurities in the water. So it's people that have way less resources than us, and they're not killing each other.
That's right.
So it can't always be about, well, you know, the sneakers are high. That is an aspect of it. But it is something within us that is not registering, because again, there are people in third world countries that barely have clean clothes and water, and they're not killing each other.
It's what's not registering is they have us geared up to fight one another, to keep us divided. As long as they have the black community divided, they will always be able to conquer us. United, we stand. We are infurious. You know what I'm saying? But as long as they keep us divided, they can do whatever, and that's what they're doing. They're keeping us divided.
Sounds like you're explaining the Willie Lynch syndrome.
That's just what it is.
Yes.
That's just what's going on. It's the William Lynch syndrome. I hate to say that, you know what I mean?
Oh, it is what it is.
If you want to look back in my history, that's part of my history. He's one of my relatives. But you know what I'm saying? I hate to say that. But there you go.
Right. Well, thank you for calling in and giving us that wisdom, and we're
like
definitely.
I said, you know, as a community, we got to join together.
That's it.
And I appreciate everything that you're doing, Sharif. You're doing a good job.
You know who that is?
Well, thank you. That's your mom, right? Yeah. Well, thank you. Again, we have this show on every Wednesday at 8 o'clock on Channel 16 and streaming live on Facebook, so share it. I don't think it's nothing else like it around here. We can proudly say that. So, you know, share the message so we can continue to lift the mind, body, and soul of our people.
Most definitely.
Thank you for calling in.
All right. Bye-bye.
Sharif, real quick, I just want to say this before the show ends. I do work with your wife, my sister, my friend, my road dog, Lady Hamid, and we're working on getting some things going for up in this area. A prayer breakfast, other different aspects for women to do more in the community. We're looking to do that. Every year I always host a tea. This year I'm looking for a venue in York to do it here, because a lot of the people that participate in the tea, and that's just another place to uplift women. We're also looking to give back to the community. So, you know, my thing is this: I'm not living here, I'm from here. I'm more than happy to help out wherever I can, you know, and the resources are here. If you guys know resources, just, you know, let us know. And we're
I think I can definitely help out with that. I have some connections with, you know, buildings and getting more connections. So yeah, definitely get with me on that, and we can make that happen.
And we just gotta positively uplift the youth. I mean, I was stern and hard on my children, even though living in the inner city, they could have went a whole nother way. But I was firm. I stayed grounded and did what I had to do so they wouldn't astray and be a victim of today's society. So I'm proud of my kids, that they're doing what they're doing. And like I told you, Zahire, just like Sharif told you, and kid, just keep on. Even though you may think your words aren't saying enough, they're being heard somewhere.
Oh yeah, and if you save one in the village, it's like saving the whole village. And if one goes in the village, it's like the whole village was killed. So everyone's life is valuable, and even if you save one, you've done a lot. You've done your job, and I think you're capable of reaching more than one. If you had any closing words, for the youth, say you had like 1,000 youth sitting right in front of you right now, and you had a couple minutes to drop some wisdom on them, what would you say to them?
You feel me? Stay out the way. Get the money the legal way.
All right.
Don't be a follower. Don't be a hot boy. You can do everything on your own, by yourself. Just don't try to be like everybody.
Right. Definitely got to stay out of trouble. That's something I've been fighting for and trying to educate our youth on as long as I've been doing this work. And like I said, I've been doing this work longer than you've been living. Once you start getting into that web of deception, it's hard to get out. I don't mean your life is over, but I want our youth to stay out of trouble and out of that web of deception, as much as possible. Because if you ever see an insect get caught in a spider's web, the more they move, the more they get tangled up in the web. And the web is actually an illusion. It talks about it in the Bible, in the Quran, especially in our book. It says it's a web of delusion, because the spider web, it looks really nice. That's how those insects get caught in there. And within 3 seconds of the insect getting caught in the spider's web, the spider feels the vibration. But look what he does to the prey. He don't hit him with a billy club. He doesn't hit him with a gun. He injects his poison in the insect and sucks all the insides out of the insect. The insect looks the same on the outside, but all his insides is gone. So that's what's happening to us and our youth. They are getting sucked into a web of deception. They look the same. Yeah, that's Jerome. That's cornbread from around the way. But his insides is gone. His inner soul is gone because the venom and the poison has been injected into them. Now we have a lot of zombies walking around. A lot of Michael Myers, as I broke down that movie a couple weeks ago. It is a lot of people who are very lost, and their insides is gone. And that's why we have the violence. You ain't going to hurt your brother if you love yourself. So that knowledge of self that sometimes you get a little frustrated with, or your brother get frustrated with, don't get frustrated, because that is what's going to change this thing around. Not a vote. There's no such thing as a vote is going to change the mind, body, and soul of our people. We have to do it, not no vote. I ain't telling people not to vote, but if that was the solution, we've been voting since the Civil Rights Act, and we still are behind the 8 ball. And whether it's Barack Obama, Clinton, Bush, it's the same thing. So thank you, brother, for your bravery, for coming on. Keep doing what you're doing. The Hour Power is open to you and your family. I've known your family for a long time, so keep doing what you're doing, bro. So this is the Hour Power with Brother Sharif. Subscribe and share so we can continue to lift the mind, body, and soul of our people. Peace.